Jordan Caldwell. Ms. Caldwell, you were charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. The officer is dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a family disturbance. The complainant stated that she got into a verbal argument with the defendant, her daughter, because the complainant believed the defendant was not taking care of her children. At that point, the defendant picked up a baby bottle and threw it at the complainant, hitting her in the cheek, causing pain. The defendant admitted to having thrown the baby bottle.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I don't show a protective order as an issue. Do you show one? No? Okay. Ms. Caldwell, I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Candy Lachey as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? It's not an answer, ma'am.
Yes.
How old are you, ma'am? Are you here with anyone today? Who are you here with today? I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, ma'am. You're to come right back. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? Okay, can you have her sign the note before she leaves, and then we'll send her for a test, please?
You're done with it, Your Honor?
For now.
Her two children, right, are still there, and I'm not clear who
Who is the complaining witness again?
her mother.
Do we know if mom wants her back?
Let me see if erupt's been. It has. Let me read this.
The only time I say no is when the complaining witness says no, because I want to honor their wishes. If the complaining witness is okay with it, then I am too.
Your Honor, the complainant is fine with contact. She just wants no threatening, harassing contact.
Okay, that's it. We'll let you go back to the home, but you have to understand what is threatening or harassing. Doesn't matter what you think. I'm trying to,
Understand?
Okay, I'm listening.
it's how she perceives. So when you start blowing like this, is that threatening or harassing? It is. So be careful how you act, because if we find that you're threatening or harassing the complaining witness, I will revoke the bond and put you in custody. All I'm asking you to do is be nice. That's it. If you constantly bang heads with your mom, be careful, you know,
Not only that, you could also get charged with violating bond conditions, all right?
protective order. And then,
Protective order.
yeah,
Can we make sure the protective order mirrors the bond conditions?
sure.
Okay.
Caldwell, do you mind printing out? Okay, ma'am, we've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Corey. He'll tell you when you have to come back to court. I'm going to waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming here, but just stay in contact with him and he'll tell you when you have to come back, and just be nice. If mom kicks you out, where are you going to go? You got two kids too, right? That's what you got to think about when you're out there. You just get in a fight with mom, they kick you out, where are you going to go? And you got two kids. You can stay here with us. I don't think you're going to like that though. It's not, you know, it's not fun. Okay, so I'm going to amend the conditions and then you guys are good to go.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
For sure. Thanks, Corey. Do you speak English, sir?
Flores José Antonio.
Acérquese aquí al centro. Solamente mire el juez y le contesta con respeto en español.
Sí, claro que sí.
Florencio Martinez Vázquez Guillermo
Sí,
Guillermo, yes, solo mire el juez.
charged with driving while intoxicated.
Solo mire el juez,
sí,
por favor.
sí.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
De dormir.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney appointed if you cannot afford one, sir.
Para usted, si usted no puede pagar por su propio. Solo quédese mirando el juez, por
Sí,
favor.
sí, sí.
On November 17th, 2024, the officer conducted a traffic stop after observing the defendant's motor vehicle run a red light. Upon contact with the defendant, who was the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle, the officer observed the defendant with bloodshot eyes and a moderate odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to drinking and advised that he was coming from a party. Standard field sobriety tests were performed. HGN, 6 out of 6, walk and turn, 5 out of 8, one leg stand, 2 out of 4. Inventory search of the vehicle reveals one open 12-ounce bottle of Modelo.
Drinking while driving,
Yendo al estar manejando,
DICs were read
advertencias estatutarias se
and the
leyó,
defendant
el
consented to
acusado dio
prep.
consentimiento prevaliente.
The results
Los
being
resultados
.122
siendo
and
.122
.126.
.126.
Mr. Vasquez Guillermo, I'm going to find that there's
Vamos a
probable
hallar que hay causa
cause.
razonable para
Case.
continuar adelante.
Tell
con
me,
su caso.
are you a United States citizen?
Solo mira el juez, por
Are
favor.
you in this country with or without permission?
Eso sin permiso.
No, sin permiso.
No, without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Si usted va a una cárcel, acérquese, señor,
Sí.
y no me mire, por
Sí.
favor, solo al juez. ¿Qué pasa si usted va a una cárcel?
No, pues, no sé. No
Well,
sé.
I don't know.
Are you in this country with
¿Está en este
or without permission?
o sin permiso?
O sea, entré con permiso, me quedé.
I entered with permission, but I stayed, I remained.
If you go to jail
Usted va a una cárcel,
and immigration finds you, Mr. Vasquez, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you will be shipped off to immigration where you will sit for another 6 to 9 months waiting for immigration to do whatever they're going to do. I would hope that you recognize it's elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you're driving. And it is a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence you get
que usted reciba,
Sí,
if they allege
Sí.
the open container. I will tell you now that immigration sweeps it every single day. So if you spend more than 6 hours in custody, you'll be stuck like Chuck with an immigration detainer. I am now putting conditions on your bond, and if I find that you violate these conditions, you will go to jail in a moment's notice. And I don't care if you're kicking and screaming.
Sí.
Do you understand?
¿entiende, señor? Sí, señor o no, señor.
sí, entiendo.
You are
Yes, yes.
not allowed
Usted no
to
está
drive. And you will be signing with me today a promise that you're not going to drive. I don't care what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, to jail you will go.
cárcel irá usted.
Likewise, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If you test positive for alcohol or drugs, likewise, you will go into jail.
De igual manera la va a ir a una cárcel.
Ujú. Está bien, está bien.
That's fine, that's fine.
Any priority to be eyes?
Yo
No, Your Honor.
Ninguno. Señor. Solo mire el juez, por favor.
Sí.
Entienda eso.
Sí.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. This is an affidavit. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Vasquez, look at me.
Míreme,
This is the only
es la única
warning you will get from me.
recibir de parte mía.
One violation whatsoever. I'm going to keep you with me.
Voy a mantenerlo usted conmigo.
Do you understand?
¿Entendió eso, señor?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, come up here, swear to us that you're not to drive. We'll get you to Victoria and then we'll get you with Felicia for your bond condition.